Guys, it is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I got what if Goku was born with MUI, or Mastered Ultra Instinct. So you guys did pass the like goal, and I thank you for that, and you guys did vote down in the comment section that you wanted to see, well, what if Goku had Saitama's potential or power, basically. So that will be the 500 sub special, and if you guys want to see that, you guys need to, make it to 500 subs, and that will be released. But I will be releasing other series that you guys might enjoy and would like to see. So hopefully you guys stick around for more, what if content. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. And I do what if content, so hopefully you enjoy. But with all that being said and done, let's begin. So I left you guys in a bit of a cliffhanger when I did the last bit of part 2. So Goku and the rest basically are nearing Earth when an unexpected visitor, or two of them, arrived. King Cold. As King Cold was out in his planet, just waiting for his son to call him back, to report the mission complete and stuff. But that didn't end up happening, so King Cold went to Namek to see if Frieza was there, and he was worried that his son was defeated as he searched where Namek used to be, but now is totally gone. As King Cold was shocked beyond belief, he didn't even see a corpse or remains of Frieza, as he gets furious, saying, "Who killed my son? My son was killed by those damn Saiyans." As King Cold, loses a bit of his temper, saying, "What a disgrace. My son lost to those Saiyan monkeys. I'll have to deal with this myself." As King Cold, since Vegeta went to planet Earth, he would already know the destination of where the Saiyans usually hide out at, so he decided to head to planet Earth. As King Cold went there, as he arrived early, as most of the Z fighters there are way weaker than anything, so they can get clapped really easily. As King Cold is there waiting for the arrival of the Saiyans, as another unexpected visitor with gray hair shows himself, as he looks at King Cold, saying, "Where's Frieza?" As King Cold looks at him, saying, "Who are you?" And as Trunks replies, saying, "Your worst nightmare." As Trunks immediately takes out his blade and enters Super Saiyan, as King Cold was caught off guard, and that moment of hesitation was the perfect opportunity for Trunks, as Trunks headed over with his incredible swordsmanship and does some OP anime slices, as King Cold was cut up into many pieces. He was diced up, as in mere seconds, Trunks turns around and uses a final buster. I think that's one of the moves that he has, but if not, then it's made up now. But we move from this, as Trunks sees a space pod coming from the sky, as the logo on that spaceship says Capsule Corp, as they finally arrive and land on planet Earth. As Goku, before leaving, turns off the gravity chamber, the gravity chamber machine, and exits the ship with the rest of the Z fighters, as they can see their clothes all torn and ripped, as all of it, as they look very tired and have been through a lot. As Goku looks at Trunks, as he immediately gets into a fighting stance, saying, "Who are you? What are you doing on our planet?" As Goku is ready to take out Trunks if he's a threat. As Trunks powers down, saying, "Whoa, hold on. Are you Son Goku?" As Goku looks at him, saying, "Yeah, I am. And what business do you have with me?" As Trunks replies, saying, "May I please talk to you in private?" As Goku agrees with this, as he went with Trunks, decided to ask a few questions, as Trunks tells him what he can tell him for now, because he might destroy the past if he does this. Destroying the past could end up destroying the future, so he decides not to tell him everything But he did tell him he was from the future, and his father's name was Vegeta, as Vegeta is there sitting on a rock, as he's just, doing some mental training. As Goku, well, looks at him saying, you're Vegeta's kid. As Goku looks at him saying, you had a bit of resemblance to him. But what are you doing here? Goku asks him. But Trunks tells him, the reason why I'm here is because I need your help, Goku. There's a strong enemy that is coming very, very soon. And, 13 years from now, I think it's 13 years, yeah, but 13 years from now, well, most of the Z fighters would die by the hands of what is known as the androids, and you, Goku, will die of a heart virus. As Goku looks at him saying, a heart virus? As Goku asks him, what is that? As, it's pretty obvious it's a heart disease, but Trunks tells him it's a heart disease. I mean, Goku probably wouldn't know what a heart virus is. Maybe he might, but hey, we move from this as Goku soaks up the information, but there's also one person eavesdropping on their conversation. That happened to be Kami and Piccolo, as they heard everything and know what to do. As Piccolo informs them all, well, asks Goku first, but informs them of all the information that they need, but they didn't tell Trunks. It was like a future time traveler. They just told him that a new foe is coming very, very soon, and that they need to get stronger. As the rest of them just head over to Korin's tower to get a few sensus, since they ran out, because all the humans kept breaking their bones, kept breaking their bones during gravity training, so they ran out pretty quickly. So they went to Korin's tower, got a few sensu beans, and healed up. As they headed over to, the hyperbolic time chamber, which is way more than enough time to train, as they begin training. As the first people who are actually going to enter would be Gohan and Goku. But Vegeta decides to tag along, so they pack extra food to make sure that they can last a year, not 2 years, because that's too long, and they wouldn't have enough food. And Saiyans eat a lot of food, so they're gonna need like a whole packed ton of food. So their training of the training that Goku shows them is a bit of calisthenics, strength training and conditioning training, and something to improve their endurance and speed and everything. All those normal human training regimens, but also Goku implements ki training and how to sense ki better and how to suppress your ki. But Vegeta knows how to suppress his ki and all that already. But this is just the basics. But they're just going over the basics. Right now, they're practicing to access new and higher levels of power as they continue with training and sparring and doing it over again. As during one of the training regiments, Goku was taking on Vegeta at base, as Vegeta gets frustrated seeing that Goku's always ahead of him and his son is even stronger than him, so he decides to amp it up as Vegeta gets angrier and angrier. Oh my goodness, I can't even say it properly. Angrier and angrier. Okay, there you go. I said it properly this time. And as that continues, Vegeta's frustration grows even more as it continues to bubble up inside. As Vegeta tries to throw a punch, and Goku, ducks to the right and throws a right hook. He basically ducks, throws a gut punch, and then a two-piece combo which knocks Vegeta back a bit, and Goku's holding back immensely as Vegeta gets really furious as his rage has reached its boiling point, as Vegeta stumbles back as he takes a powering up stance, as Vegeta looks at him as his eyes change from the normal black to a green as he looks at him saying, "It's over, Kakarot!" as his hair turns into a golden color as he roars into the heavens as he transforms into a Super Saiyan, as Vegeta looks at him saying, I am the Super Saiyan, and now I can defeat you. But, Vegeta is still surely mistaken as he tries to go for the attack. Goku ends up just using, he ends up just switching it out and using Ultimate as his air spikes up, and he just has this normal clear aura, so Vegeta couldn't tell that his power increased. Well, he was too focused, but he could if he focused hard enough. As Vegeta goes for the right hook, so does Goku goes for the left hook, as they both punch each other square in the face. But Goku doesn't flinch, but Vegeta gets sent flying as Vegeta drops out of Super Saiyan and heads back to base as he falls into the ground with a massive thud. As, Goku chuckles a little bit, his classic Goku chuckle. As, he says, "Whoops, I think I might have, went a little overboard there," as he goes back to base and tells Gohan that they should do their spars before, Vegeta wakes up. As they continue training, as Goku decides to try to push the limits, and he enters the majestic form of Ultra Instinct. This is not Omen. I repeat, not Omen. Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct. Okay, it's the same thing, because Master Ultra Instinct is the real version of Ultra Instinct. But we're not going to get into that right now. But we move from this as Goku enters Ultra Instinct, and so does Gohan. And they both have a minute each, but Goku has surpassed that minute by a 30-second margin. But the fight commences as both of them throw an incredible amount of attacks, as Gohan and Goku just keep berating each other with a lot of attacks, kicks, punches. Goku goes for the right hook. Gohan, parries, goes for a spinning kick to the head. Goku, backs up, dodges that, does a spinning back kick, as Gohan dodges that and does a backflip downwards kick that managed to connect. But Goku also does a different version of Gohan's kick, as he does a front flip downwards kick. I'm throwing a lot of kicks and punches here, but still, I'm trying to go into more of a detail in these fighting scenes. As Gohan was hit this time, as Goku doesn't stop there, as he uses Jiren's eye technique. When Jiren basically looked at Goku and he was punched multiple times, that's basically what Goku did. As Gohan does the exact same, and they counter each other. As Gohan's time limit is almost up, as Goku still has a few more seconds left. As they continue these attacks, as Goku finds a way to push through Gohan's defenses, as Goku distracts Gohan, goes for the goes for a two-piece combo, but then uses the Kai Kai and kicks Gohan on the right of his rib, his right rib, which catches Gohan off guard, and Goku uses the Kai Kai again and does a spinning back kick that sends Gohan towards the sky and slams him down into the ground as Gohan drops out of Ultra Instinct. It is now unconscious as Goku drops out of Ultra Instinct as well, just in the nick of time, as he falls on both knees, panting heavily. That was way harder than I thought. As he looks at Gohan, saying, "You've gotten a lot stronger, son." As he takes both Vegeta and Gohan, as he puts them in their separate rooms, and he also heads and rests. As this kind of continues for a whole year, which is basically a day in the hyperbolic time chamber, or basically not in the hyperbolic time chamber, but in the outside world. As everyone else continues their training, waiting for them to come out so that they can start their training. As they finally finish up, as when they come out, their power levels are skyrocketing. As Gohan and Goku are leading, as Vegeta, he's been training a lot and he's been focusing so much on Super Saiyan that he's able to actually use Super Saiyan Grade 3, yes. Why? Training partners. Think about it. His training partners are OP. Gohan is not at the level of, what's it called again? He's not at the level of Super Saiyan 2 Cell games or, Cell Saga Gohan anymore, like he was when he was a kid. He's a bit older, has more control, and in Ultimate, Gohan is about the power level of at least Buu Saga Gohan in Ultimate. Yeah, the Buu Saga Gohan in Ultimate, with his new power-up. And in Ultra Instinct, I'd say he's about Omen to Goku, as Goku is already when the second time he's entered Master Ultra Instinct. Like, I'd say Goku right now with Ultra Instinct, he's at about the level of Omen 3, just nearing when Goku accessed Ultra Instinct in the Tournament of Power. No, he's not Omen 3, he's just Tournament of Power Goku and Ultra Instinct, which is insanely strong, but he still has a time limit. Excuse me, he still has a time limit. But when they come out, they're very, very strong, as Vegeta still is infuriated that he could not catch up to Kakarot. But we move from this as Tien, Piccolo, and Yamcha actually head in, as Krillin is right now left out. But he decides to train, well, ask Kami if there's anyone else he can train with, as he was told about King Kai. So Krillin's all the way in King Kai's place, training there, as he trains learning the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, which is going to take a while. So they're doing a lot of training, but Goku, well, someone reminded Goku to take the pills, and that was Piccolo. Piccolo reminded him about the medicine that Trunks gave him for the heart virus, so he wouldn't get it. So this time, Goku took the initiative and actually took the medicine before he actually died. So he took the medicine, so no heart virus for Goku. But we move from this, as soon enough, the androids were finally awakened as only android. I'm only gonna do not Android 13 and stuff again. I'm just gonna do 16, 17, and 18, as they were only 20 and 19 were open, which was, well, 19 is just a different android, and 20 was, I think it was Jiro. Yeah, it was Jiro. As Jiro causes mayhem in a different city, as the Z fighters were already ready for this, as they head off into that city, and the first one to find them happened to be Krillin this time. As Krillin, his ki was getting absorbed, and he didn't get a whole punch through him. He immediately went to Kaioken times 10, like kicking Jiro's head upwards. Jiro loses grip as Krillin backflips and sends a Destructo Disc straight towards Jiro. And Jiro, dodged almost right in time, but his right arm gets cut off by the Destructo Disc, as someone sneaks up behind him, and that happened to be Yamcha, doing the Wolfang Fist, and then Tien with, a forward kick, sending him back to Yamcha, as Yamcha does an OP, twirl kick that, spinning dragon kick or something. No, a spinning kick that sends Jiro straight into the air, as Piccolo awaits his arrival, as Piccolo was already there, as he's already using the special beam cannon, and blasts it straight through Jiro, as Jiro is KO'd. So Jiro this time ain't going anywhere, as 21 is dealing with Vegeta, and Vegeta's clapping. I mean, he's destroying Android 19. His Android 19 was mercilessly beat by Vegeta. So Vegeta's not gonna let him go. So the androids this time aren't really released. But the one thing that they weren't sure about was if he had any more androids. But as they were thinking this, the future boy decided to arrive, which happened to be Trunks. As Trunks shows up to the city saying, you guys deal with the androids already? As Trunks, looks confused, saying, where are the androids? Asking many questions. But Goku and the rest say, those androids were pretty easy to defeat. One that had powers to absorb, and the other was just a bigger android, and he wasn't too hard to defeat. As Trunks looks at them confused, saying, those androids aren't the one from where I come from. As, they finally figure out that he's from the future, because, they need to know that information. But Goku, looks at him saying, maybe that other old-looking guy was the professor, and he hasn't activated them yet. So there's still time to shut all those androids down. But what they didn't know was Jiro set the supercomputer to activate what is known as Project Cell. as Project Cell has every single piece of DNA of most Z fighters. But when he saw Trunks, he didn't collect any DNA or data from him, so he didn't have enough time to do that. But he does have DNA from Goku. And from the times he's activated Ultra Instinct, I would say Cell has Ultra Instinct. So this is going to be a tough fight. As Cell right now has access to Ultra Instinct, which is absolutely goated. And any more techniques from that, then things are going to be a little tough for Goku. But Cell is going to be activated in less than 24 hours, so everyone has enough time to look for it. But why'd I say Buzz? But still, but they continue searching for Dr. Giroux's laboratory, and they came up with nothing. And 24 hours, or less than 24 hours, was over. That's Project Cell. Well, Cell, in his incubation chamber, his eyes open wide, as Cell's incubation chamber just broke, as all the liquid comes out and hops out the demon and the monster, the one and only Cell. As he stretches, cracks his neck, and gives a little cocky smile, and he begins saying, I'm finally free. It's so good to be free. As he clenches his fists and heads over to the androids. As when Cell broke free, everyone sensed his immensely large power, as they've never sensed anything like this before. As he took out 17 and 18, well, 17 first, as 17 was activated. As he basically punches 17 in the gut, which shocked 17, since he wasn't aware of what's going on, as he was already absorbed before he knew it, making Cell into a semi-perfect Cell. As the next one goes, 18 is down, as 18 was absorbed, turning this Cell into a perfect Cell, as his power explodes the laboratory, as 16 managed to stay intact, but most of the laboratory and the supercomputer was destroyed, as out comes out like a cockroach-looking creature, as Cell comes out, as Goku and the rest of the Z fighters arrive. Seeing this monstrosity of a creature, as Goku and Cell face off immediately. As Goku looks at him saying, who are you? As Cell looks at him saying, I am Cell. My name's Cell. You could call me the better version of you. As Goku gives him a little smile, saying, we'll see about that, as Goku immediately goes for the attack, punching Cell with a right hook. Cell parrying that immediately and counters with a back with a roundhouse kick. Goku blocks that, but what he doesn't know is Cell does a triple kick. From God of High School, that guy who did that triple taekwondo kick, that's what Cell does, as Goku is hit with a triple kick straight on the face, getting sent straight into a mountain, as Goku rubs a bit of blood off his face or his mouth as he spits out a bit of blood, as he looks at Cell saying, surprising, as Goku immediately goes into ultimate, fighting Cell. Cell was able to hold Goku off, but he was surprised to see that Goku had this up his sleeve. As the fight continues, as Cell continues to power up as well. Since he has the power, like Goku DNA and stuff, he'd probably most likely have access to what is known as, Ultimate. As Cell's potential is way larger than Goku's, he has that ability too to access Ultimate. As he accesses Ultimate, as the fight is way uneven now, as Goku tries to handle him alone and is getting demolished by this guy. As the rest of them continue this and try to beat down on Cell, and Vegeta enters Super Saiyan as he tries but gets knocked away with a simple kick to the face, as Gohan enters Ultimate as well, trying to help his father out, but even Gohan and Goku's incredible teamwork wasn't enough to hold Cell off. As the fight continues, throwing more punches and kicks as Goku throws a left hook that fades into like a spinning back kick, which was caught by Cell. A Cell, well, like pulls Goku in and gives him a headbutt and teleports using the Kai Kai under Goku as he does a spinning kick that lands straight on Goku's gut, sending him straight into another mountain. As Goku is bleeding and is pretty hurt right now. As Gohan, well, distracts Cell for a few seconds as Krillin comes from behind using a solar flare. As Gohan takes this opportunity and actually bashes Cell as he just throws multiple right hooks, left hooks. An incredible finishing combo, incredible combos of attacks, and he threw an uppercut to try to finish him off and slammed him to the ground. And also using his finisher, the Kamehameha, to try and finish off Cell. But that isn't the case, as Cell is faking, saying, "Nah, impossible," as he chuckles, saying, "Just kidding," as he does a front flip and lands it, as he basically just cancels Gohan's Kamehameha, teleports behind him and knees his back, or grabs both his arms and starts kneeing his back, as that is pretty painful, as Gohan yells in agony, saying, "Let me go!" As Cell basically starts spinning him round and round, throwing him into a mountain, as Goku and Gohan are both in shambles. They're pretty beat, as Cell starts laughing and mocking them, saying, "You two are supposed to be the strongest, and yet you are the weakest. And yet you're still so weak." As Cell starts laughing and mocking them even more, hurling insults at them. But what Cell didn't know was their other ability. Well, he has that ability too, but he hasn't seen it yet. As Goku and Gohan emit a bright white light, as their hair colors have changed from that of black to a silvery white color, as their eyes have turned into a silver color, as their aura is that of many stars in the universe, as they fly up slowly to Cell, as immediately they're behind Cell. When Goku first turned Omen against Jiren and flew up with a kick, that's basically what both of them did, as Cell got hit with both kicks straight in the face, and he wasn't prepared for this. As Goku and Gohan know that Cell might have this ability, so they decided to end this quickly, throwing multiple attacks and barrages, as they berate Cell with incredible attacks, as they sandwich him with all of their attacks, doing incredible synchronized attacks, which caught Cell off guard, as Cell was basically being volleyballed between these two, as Gohan goes in for the Masenko, as Goku slams him down, as Gohan already waits his arrival, using an uppercut to send him back to Goku kneeing his face, as they berate every single part of Cell getting utterly demolished. But at the last second, Cell's eyes turn that of a silver color, as his skin or anything doesn't really change. It's just his eyes that are very noticeable. As Cell yells, as you can hear his roar from the heavens, as Cell emits that same bright light, as Cell looks at him saying, incredible, this power, this strength, this is incredible, as he began laughing. Gohan and Goku are in utter shock, as they try to, attack Cell even more, but they just miss, as Cell dodges those attacks, launching the same attacks as Goku and Gohan, dodged, and this cycle continued as they try to, attempt to attack Cell, as Cell catches both Gohan and Goku off guard, as Goku gets hit with a left uppercut, as Gohan gets hit with a spinning back kick to the face, as they were both separated, as Cell takes Gohan off first, as he fights Gohan, and Gohan gets ultimately battered and bruised, as Gohan is whipped with a tail, as Goku's grabbed by the hair as Cell looks at him saying, "You are nothing." As Cell punches him in the face, sending him straight toward the ground as Goku's the only one left standing as Gohan drops from Ultra Instinct back to base as Goku heads off trying to fight Cell. As the fight commences, it immediately gets shut down as Goku, while trying to fight Cell, loses track of time and his time limit finally hits. It's been a year and his time limit has been boosted to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but even that isn't enough as Goku drops out of Ultra Instinct, and as Cell sees this, he takes advantage of this, throwing incredible combos at Goku. Those combos send Goku straight from consciousness to unconsciousness, back and forth, as Goku is just unconscious. He's not moving right now. He's not dead, he's just not moving. As Cell slams him straight towards the ground. As Goku lands unconscious, as Goku and Gohan, the strongest Z fighters, have now been taken out of the picture, as Cell has access to Ultra Instinct and is now way OP. So, will anyone save them? Will Goku and Gohan find a way to become stronger, or will Earth be taken over by Cell, or even the universe? But you'll find out next time on Part 4 of What If Goku Was Born with Ultra Instinct, or Mastered Ultra Instinct. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, but without further ado, well, if you guys actually want Part 4, or possibly the movie, you guys need to get over 10 likes, and I will be posting other What If content, well, besides this one, so don't worry, I will post Part 3 for What If Goku Was the Grim Reaper, Part 3 tomorrow, or possibly, if I have enough time, today. But without further ado, I'll see you guys all in the next What If scenario. Peace.